everyone. Akoi Doordarshan Manipur na puthok saba akoi gi learning English grammar gi another episode amada mayam pumna mukputaram na okcheri. Akoi mamang gi chayolda akoi future gi makhan mathen akoi tense mayam ama yengra matung sida akoi ngasi ne nagadursi future perfect tense ni. Mamang da akoi future continuous tense nei nakre. Future perfect tense sikram kanda akoi na use to gadage haiba taragadi akoi future da akak na ba matam amada complete to gadaba ko masi akoi na complete to na bagi da makta thorang la ba adugumba akak na ba point na ba da adugumba matam amada tungda tholakadaba adugumba aduda akoi na sijina gani ko the future perfect tense is used to describe an action that will be completed ko that will be completed at some point in the future that will have to be completed ko masi akak na ba matam amada future da akoi complete tawna na bagi da makta lairaba adugumba action dubu describe to da akoi na sijina gani ko sidaida ko yengmina see different kinds of future perfect tense ki koi sentence mayama makal mayama koi yengmina si along with their formula ko aduga mokoi gi example mayam sing aduga loina na ko mayam yengmina si ahan bada assertive or positive sentence ta koi magi formula si kaino yengmina si subject plus will plus have plus third form of the verb v3 plus object ko subject ne aduga will lama hapani aduga have aduga third form of the verb aduga object ka for example I will have written a letter I will have written a letter masi future perfect tense ki adugumba positive assertive sentence ki example amani negative sentence ta subject plus will plus have plus not negative sentence po hai targadi koi not adum hapaka doribani the not plus third form of the verb plus object ko masi example na harbada I will not have written a letter I will not have written a letter masi future perfect tense ki adugumba negative sentence ni mathangda future perfect tense ki interrogative sentence ta masi ki formula tu yengmina se will plus subject plus have plus third form of the verb plus object ko masi ahanbada will lani koi interrogative sentence na ko aduga subject lani have lani aduga third form of the verb aduga object lakani ko example na harbada will I have written a letter will I have written a letter masi interrogative sentence ni karida haikanda future perfect tense ta adagi muk negative interrogative sentence in future perfect tense future perfect tense ki negative interrogative sentence ta yengmina si will plus subject plus not plus have plus third form of the verb plus object ko will lamalani subject lani aduga not haini negative nina aduga have plus third form of the verb v3 plus object for example will I not have written a letter will I not have written a letter I see interrogative negative interrogative sentence in future perfect tense ni koi ma'am last ta akoi gi tense ki aroiba future gi aroiba tense yeng masi future perfect continuous tense future perfect continuous tense masi karam kanda sizinage hai kanste da future perfect continuous or progressive tense masi progressive tense hanju kawe future perfect continuous or progressive tense is used for an ongoing action that will be completed at some specific time in the future akak na ba matam amada lotion gadaw ba adugumba thodok or action adubu describe tawda ongoing chathagadoriba chatharaga amuk akak na matam amada lotion gadaba adugumba action dubu describe tawda sizinaba adugumba tense amane madugi example amasung makoigi sentence different sentence amasung makoigi formula amasung akoigi sentence ki example sing the koi ma'am yengmisi ahan bada assertive or positive sentence te yeng se subject plus will plus have plus been plus v1 plus ing plus object ko masi future perfect continuous tense ki adugumba positive sentence ki example magi formula ni ko subject learning will plus have learning adu been yarni ko akoigi ngasai degi koi mamang degi sum yang pamatam da perfect pu yaw targadi continuous perfect continuous pu oi targadi have been si yarkani past na had been yarkani ko adu madugi similarity do ma koi ningsing bayai aduna subject plus will plus have plus been plus v1 plus ing plus object ko the example the sentence da I will have been writing a letter. I will have been writing a letter. Masi future perfect continuous tense ki positive sentence ki example ni. Negative sentence ta koi negative tadi not ama mark ta koi hapse laga dum oiraga doi ni yang minasi subject plus will plus not have plus been plus v1 plus ing plus object ko masi subject la ani ado have la will la ani subject ki matung do will la ani masi future oibinina aduga not la ani negative nina ado have been plus v1 ing plus object ko example una have da I will not have been writing a letter ko I will not have been writing a letter masi kaino negative sentence in the future perfect continuous tense ne adige mo interrogative sentence in future perfect continuous tense ta koi yengmina se masi formula se will negative kanoda koi interrogative ni ko will plus subject plus have been plus v1 plus ing plus object ko example una have the will I have been writing a letter will I have been writing a letter masi interrogative sentence in future perfect continuous tense ko adige mo negative interrogative sentence da negative su interrogative su oiba punjala kanda oiba adu kai wada future perfect continuous tense da will plus subject plus have plus not plus been plus v1 plus ing plus object ko masi ko negative interrogative sentence in future perfect continuous tense ni example when I have the will I have not been writing a letter will I have not been writing a letter masi negative interrogative sentence in future perfect continuous tense ne aduna khoi ma'am tense ki different tense khoi for the many weeks we've been discussing on tenses ko tense ki matang da khoi chayol kaya ni khoi nainarib se tense si makal ahum khoi past present future present aduga past future khoi nainare aduga each of these tenses have different subdivisions ko khoi gi ahum sigi mari kai dok pado khoi ure aduna in a nutshell loishalak puch da amuk ana remind tawna nabagi damakta let me just put in one frame amada I past present past future gi magi simple form sing aduga continuous perfect and perfect continuous to I am tang ucharake aduga yam thuna masi example sing akhoi yengminasi adu matungda we will quickly switch on to another topic on English grammar gi topic anoba amada akhoi switch on to minasi yengminasi tense ta present haibam laire past haibam laire future haibam laire adu hariba present gi past ki future gi simple haibadu yengminasi simple present tense that he writes a letter. Simple past tense that he wrote a letter. Ko just mamang da ne gives you amuhana ko lo shalam dai stai da yeng minari bani. The future simple that simple future tense that he will write a letter. I see simple future tense ni. Adige mu present continuous tense that yeng minasi he is writing a letter. Past continuous tense that he was writing a letter. Adige future continuous tense that he will write a letter. Makatana present perfect tense that he has written a letter. Past perfect tense that he had written a letter. Adige future perfect tense that he will have written a letter. Future perfect tense ni adige mo present perfect continuous tense that he has been writing a letter. Adige past perfect continuous tense that he had been writing a letter. Adige amuk future perfect continuous tense that he will have been writing a letter. So this is all about tenses in English grammar. English grammar gi tenses ni masi backbone of English grammar ni aduna masi akoina khangdaba taragadi makha mathakta amuk thongalakadaba akoigi foundation ma'am sing asi mathak thongalaka ma'am sing se akoi understand tawba ngamoidoini aduna yingbiro khuding mak sing sidaina aina inchin janing budi amuk hana haireba tense if you master in tenses then it will be very easy for you to understand any other things regarding English grammar aduna masigi maramnani we have spent quite a long time ko yamna matam se koi nainagrabani aduga masigi matang sidaida maramni masi koi backbone of English grammar oibinina makhatana having learned about the different parts of speech in English grammar English language ki different parts of speech nainagre and also the 12 different tenses ko tense trying to say akoina sandukna nainer matung sidaida next topic that I want to go on makhatana koi chathaba yaba si focus to godab si kaino akanda active voice amasung passive voice asini ko aduna koi ngasidagi koi we will be digging down into what is voice active voice kaino aduga passive voice is kaino the active tagi passive on masina kamai on gadage hype na chingba masigi formulas adugi masigi example ma'am sing ado koi ma'am naina minagani ko ahobuda koi na yengba yabsi the term voice have a term si kaidoge haikande it is used to denote the form of verb which shows if the subject in a given sentence is the doer or the receiver of the actions ko haibadi voice haiba wahi masigi terms in akoida English grammar gi matungina akoina yengma matamda masida akoina nainadu si keno haikanda subject amada akoina khange akoina sentence amada subject ne verb ne object ne lai habsi koi mamangai da akoina haubudigi nainarpa matamda akoi nainagrabane ko aduna hariba sentence asidaida subject si yauribasi masi verb action tawriba thabak pangthuibasi verb haibasi action du denote tawba adugumba wahi amani haire khoi ko ada hariba action si subject sina pangthuibra or actions is subject to the pangthuibra or some haribada if the subject is the doer of the work or is the receiver of the actions masi actions mana pangthuibra natragana action du receive tawba oiribra haibudu phongdokpa adubu voice ne okay sentence adudaida subject to na action du pangthokpa or if the subject is the doer of the action in the sentence then that sentence or that verb is called active voice na kawe adubu sentence adudaida yauriba subject to na doer oidraba adu receiver of the action du mongonda phangbu oiraba or mangonda action torokpa mane action to bunataba action du mangonda karigumba mana potsak amana misak amana torokpo iptaragadi madu passive voice hana koy now we will see some more masi ai English ki definition per matamda if you're writing down please take note masi muna yengsin biu adana masi haisi voice of a verb describes the relationship between the action and the participants in a sentence ko masi action duga yauriba participants sing duga relationship se phongdo action je kanana tawno action je kanana receive tawno haibudugi matungina koina masi voice active voice or passive voice se koina yengadoine aduna active voice amasung passive voice koi English ki language da ani voice ani leire active haibamne aduga passive voice haibamne active voice is the kaino hakan active voice is a grammatical structure in which the subject of the sentence performs the action of the verb creating a direct and clear expressions as haji bidune active voice haiba asi grammatical structure amani ko active voice haise ado hairi basi kaino hai kan da masida subject sina magi kano se sentence da my actions perform toba ko aduga masi magi kano se perform to kan da mana doer of the actions or se masi active voice ne ko for example the cat ate the food hey the cat ate the food hariba hongdung duna chinjak adu chare hai so the cat ate the food hai se da cat si subject ni eating toriba charibsi kanana no action torsi kanano who is the doer of this sentence cat sini adu targadi masi that is an example of an active voice ki example amane ko adubu passive voice hire kadi kai oigedage passive voice haisidi kai no hai kan stay the subject sina subject yauriba sentence to yauriba subject se masina action jit to we muhutta subject sina action je receive to or sometimes we can say that masi object sina mamang the thangar kan stay da subject sina maning thang pa hai tare ne ko adu example akoi tor kan sida koi understand to bigani active passive voice occurs when the subject receives the action of the verb ko often resulting in more indirect construction oiba ko adu akoi ogidu ne ko for example ngasai gi the cat ate the food haibasida masi active voice ne hai gre maramdi cat haiba masida yauriba noun mas subject sina eating it is doing the action of eating chabagi action je tawri ne ko adana action je subject sina pangthok poi targadi active voice oreva whereas masida da koina u se kaino I can say that the food was eaten by the cat masida da the food was eaten by the cat hai se da masigi sentence da subject si kai ore food ore the food was eaten by the cat ko adai targidi food sin the action je tawr ineva hai the food che chak se cha thokre hai ne food sin action tawr nate food the action tawr ba kaina cat sina masigi second sentence da aduna food hai ba si next ki sentence da we see that food is the subject aduna subject oiba food sida da action toriba receiver of the action oibinina masikai oire hai kan da that is an example of passive voice ko aduna active ka passive ka voice kasi kenai si the basic difference is kaino hai kan da hai riba active voice to the subject sina is the doer of the action aduga passive to the subject sina receiver of the actions for example hojiki cat si ahamba sentence da madu subject ni the anisuba sentence food is the subject of that sentence ko adana cat to eating cat is doing the action of eating adana kai ore subject to na doer oibinina masi active voice ore whereas food is something that receives the actions ko asi food che cha thu e chak tu cha thu ini adu kaino I can say the subject to cha thu kri ni subject to na cha ro banate adu tari kai ore I can subject the receiver of the action oibina that is a passive voice ne ko aduna masidi da koina uripsi kaino I can say the masi the subject of a sentence becomes the object when the sentence is changed from the active voice ko active voice tagi akoina sentence kamai tawge ha kan say the sentence of a subject becomes the object ko when the sentence is changed from the active voice to the passive voice masi active tagi passive voice olpa matamda akoi aina hariba masigi wahai pareng si mayam hen again tabigani active voice tagi passive voice olpa matamda ngasai gi object oramba kano se object oramba misak obi posak obi masi subject olakaneba akhoi passive voice de lakma matam ste ko aduna among the haigana in a passive voice sentence the recipient of the action becomes the subject ko haibidi passive voice dadi action received toriba potse subject sina oigani haibnida ko aduna masi passive voice asidadi koina uba yabsi kaino hai kan stay da passive voice asidayda yauriba masigi sentence asidayda yauriba subject se masi active oidre passive oireba ko yamna active oiba masa maze mana action to tawdre mana passive oire receiver oiramnina passive oire aduna kai kauge kanda masibu passive voice ne haise adugi damakta ne ko aduna active voice da koina khenaba atai khara yengba oirgadi active voice asidadi kai kan say the agent or the doer the subject sina prominent oina mana hen maru oina koi utli whereas passive voice di kai no I can say in the passive voice the person acted upon the object oiriba potsakse masina oina prominent oiba ko kudamai habda ngasai gi the cat ate the food haibsida masida passive masi active or si kaino cat sina hen maru oina si wahi sida akoina wa ngang na pamatamda cat ka food ka du akoi karamba ne hen prominent oihenge haibdigi matungina akoina karamba active voice ta sijina gadra passive voice sijina gadra haibse akoina choose to doine if you want to make the cat prominent in your writing or in your conversations or in your talk na ngamu matamda or nang iba matamda hairiba cat ka food kasi mark stay the catch na hen maru ohen gai targadi nang active voice the idoine the cat ahanba yaurese the cat ate the food whereas food se yam chahaning da ba khoigi kano sina cat tuna haudong du ne yam chahaning da ba chak to yam maru oiba oina nangna present to ge hai targadi passive voice ertune mamdi keno hana food se mamang thar ko the food was eaten by whom by the cat adu targadi masigi sentence da now the food is more prominent in the passive voice da aduna aina sentence da akoi gi karambana prominent ohengedege haibigi matungina akoi we have to active voice natragana passive voice akoi sijna gadoini sineda aina mayamda aina phongdok chaningim se ko aduna the sengna akoina passive voice tadi kaidoge hai kan stay the passive is generally the passive voice is generally preferred when the active form would involve the use of an infinite or vague person or noun haibadi akoigi passive voice ta hena la akoina sijinaba darkar leise kram kandano hai kanda action toriba misakse receiver du ne hen maru ogedam ne haigren sai du ko kan orakan state da passive voice oidu ne ba adu action toriba agent adubu yam maru oidaba yam unclear oiba matam da akoina passive voice is for example my pen has been stolen hai sidai da my pen has been stolen hai sidai da example sidai da kanana no huran gre se aigi kolom do huran gre ko adu kolom ni pen si receiver of the action ni kolom du ne action toruba nate adu tadi masi kai ore masi passive voice ni adu passive voice sidai da action toruba potsak or misak tu di pandre sidai da kanana no hurali se aduna action toriba agent adu vague oiba matamda hoide vague habidi unclear oiba ko yam sengdra khoi kanana no khangaudre thabak torami se haina khangde matam steida khoi passive voice khoi sijnai ko my pen has been stolen kanano by someone ko among the haigana somebody has stolen my pen haibaneba sing be haigadi koi passive ta lakta ragidi kanagumba mana aigi kolom do huran gre haibsteida adu my pen has been stolen hai targadi huran gi mi do vague oiba unclear oi matam steida koi khangdo matam steida maru oi se kaino huran gi mi do nate aigi pen it may be a costly pen yam tangba pen mi amna yam nungsina piram ba pen oibe aduna yam maru oina aina mang gi ba pen du oina wangna thangala kan steida my pen has been stolen hai se madugi da muktini sinda ko aduna hairiba agent or the doer of the action is unclear oi matam da khangdo matam da ko passive voice ko seasonai ko now you see let me give you some examples from examples of active voice and passive voice active voice ka passive voice ki example kharaga yeng minar kan da now I'm going to give you some of the rules of how active voice dagi passive voice ka mind change to dagi haibasi ekoi myam nei minasi ahan bada koi myam active voice that I kick the ball haibasi passive voice ne active voice ne why kaigino masi active voice or si kaido no hai targadi I haisina subject sina doer of the action ne masi ko subject sina doer of the action ne I has the subject ni aduna I kick the ball who is kicking the ball masi kaino I sinane okay koi matam lo selagle ai example sing sa piraga koi lo sin menase the ball is kicked by me masigi sentence da subject si kaino ball sini action to de action receiver ne and the passive voice ore the dog chased the cat ko adugumba huiduna adugumba kano do ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯡ ꯗꯨ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯔꯝꯃꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ passive active voice ni. The cat was chased by the dog ko aduba ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯡ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯍꯨꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯔꯝꯃꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ passive voice ni. I drank all the milk ꯑꯩꯅ ꯁꯪꯒꯣꯝ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯊꯛꯆꯜꯂꯦ. All the milk was drunk by me. Masida all the milk has a subject ni. Subject should doer oidre, receiver oidre of the action ko. Adu targadi masi passive voice ni. Again, the mason is building the house. Yum saba mieduna yum du sare hare. The house is built by the mason. Sige aruiba sentence na. Masi passive voice ni. Ahanba sentence. The mason is building the house. Haisina active voice ni. Why? The mason yum saba duna kedawi doer or the masi sentence like that. Whereas the building is being built by the mason haigana kaino building sina action to bunate building sina receiver of the action or aduna kay ore ha kan da masina active voice ka passive voice ka khena budune ngasi gidam tidi matang se khoi myam lotion minasi matangi chayol da active voice ka passive voice ka active tagi passive voice ka mai olakani haibagi ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯐꯣꯔꯃꯨꯂꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯨ from the exam point of view ꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯩꯅꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇꯗꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯒꯤ ꯍꯞꯇꯥꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯎꯅꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ